Our next story focuses on a potential high-value defense deal between the United States and Saudi Arabia. Donald Trump has said he is considering approving a sale of F-35 stealth fighter jets to Riyadh. Now, this comes as the U.S. President prepares to welcome Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman after 7 years to the White House later today.
Have you decided whether to sell F-35 fighter jets to Saudi Arabia? Are you going to do that?
Well, they want to buy a lot of jets. We make the best jets. We make the best missiles. You saw that when we took out the nuclear capability of Iran.
The deal would be worth billions of dollars, further expanding Saudi Arabia's already massive defense spending, as the kingdom remains the largest buyer of U.S. weapons. President Trump also said that he hopes that Riyadh will eventually join the Abraham Accords. Listen in.
Will the Abraham Accords be a part of that conversation, perhaps getting the Abraham Accords, getting Saudi Arabia?
And the Abraham Accords will be a part. We're going to be discussing. I hope that Saudi Arabia will be going into the Abraham Accords fairly shortly.
Now, President Trump has often pointed to the Abraham Accords as a key foreign policy achievement. During his first term, Trump reached Abraham Accords agreements between Israel and Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Morocco and Sudan. Throughout his first term and now again, Trump has repeatedly said that Saudi Arabia joining the Accords is central to any broader West Asia peace push, and the upcoming visit is expected to include multiple agreements, with Trump saying the U.S. is quote-unquote honoring Saudi Arabia through this meeting. U.S. officials are likely to discuss Saudi Arabia's interest in buying at least 48 F-35 jets along with a possible mutual defense pact. The F-35 sale, if approved, would mark a significant expansion of U.S.-Saudi security cooperation, because the F-35 is one of America's most protected defense assets, which is used by close allies including Britain, Japan and Australia. Saudi Arabia has long sought access to the aircraft, but previous U.S. administrations have held back due to technology security concerns and regional sensitivities. However, now national security officials are raising concerns about the proposed deal. A Pentagon assessment warns that critical F-35 technology could be at risk of exposure to China if the sale goes through. Reports say Beijing could potentially gain access through existing Saudi-China partnerships, prompting debate in Washington about the strategic implications of the offer. So far, Israel has been the only country in West Asia allowed to operate the F-35, part of what Washington calls Israel's quote-unquote qualitative military edge. So if approved, the sale would be one of the most significant U.S. arms transfer to Saudi Arabia in years and could redefine regional air power balance across West Asia.
They promised glory. They delivered fear. They shaped nations. They scarred generations. From brutal purges to propaganda machines, from stolen power to violent falls from the throne. Welcome to The Dictator, a series that strips away the myth and then exposes the men behind the tyranny. History remembers their power. Firstpost reveals their truth.